Formula One used to be about speed. Now, it's about scandal, spreadsheets, and Verstappen possibly packing his bags faster than a Red Bull pit stop. This season, drama didn't just stay in the paddock, it kicked in your front door, drank your espresso, and yelled, "Max is ditching Red Bull for $250 million. Yes, that's a real number. More than the GDP of a small island, and definitely more than your cousin made from NFTs. Mercedes is reportedly dangling a deal so massive it needs its own garage. And suddenly, Max Verstappen, four-time world champ and current Red Bull lifeline, is torn between loyalty and luxury. Does he stay with the energy drink empire or hop into a silver rocket piloted by Toto Wolff's perfectly arched eyebrow? Buckle up. The drama just hit DRS. Red Bull's crown jewel. Let's set the stage. Max Verstappen has been Red Bull's nuclear power source since 2016. Forget solar panels and wind turbines, Red Bull runs entirely on Max and caffeine. With 4 world titles, dozens of wins, and enough broken records to fill an entire Wikipedia server, Verstappen isn't just a driver, he's a dynasty in a helmet. As of July 2025, he's still in 3rd place in the standings, having scored 165 of Red Bull's 172 total points, which is like being the only competent person in a group project that still expects an A+. He's carrying the team harder than your back in a game of Rocket League with toddlers. But here's the rub. Red Bull's car, the RB21, is starting to look less like a rocket and more like a shopping cart with branding. McLaren and Ferrari have upgraded, and Red Bull, well, let's just say they've been distracted. Christian Horner got the boot. Coincidence? Plot twist alert. Red Bull's team principal, Christian Horner, was unceremoniously shown the exit door in early July. And while the official statement read like a corporate breakup, mutual parting of ways, everyone knows this was messier than a mid-race Ferrari strategy call. Whispers in the garage suggest Max issued an ultimatum. It's either Horner or me. And guess what? Horner is now enjoying a permanent vacation while Verstappen is still taking corners like his tires owe him money to fill the void. Red Bull brought in Laurent Mekies, an engineer with talent and a personality slightly less controversial than a wet tire call in Monaco. It's a move many see as Red Bull groveling to Max in the most public, expensive, and panicked way possible.
Explain Max's contract situation, because that's kind of the key to unlocking this.
$250 million for that kind of money, he could buy Williams. Let's talk about the deal. Mercedes allegedly waved a $250 million golden ticket in front of Verstappen's face, and Toto Wolff probably slid it across the table while raising one eyebrow like a Bond villain. Now, let's get real. Is it annual? Multi-year? Made of unicorn dust? The reporting is fuzzy. Some sources claim it's a one-season bonanza. Others suggest it spans 3 years. Either way, the math is simple. It's $250 million, and it's coming with the full Mercedes powertrain, engineering wizardry, and likely unlimited bratwurst. Mercedes isn't just offering cash. They're offering legacy. Lewis Hamilton is gone. The throne is cold. And Toto needs a king, not a rookie prince, not a sidekick. Max is that king. But it's not that easy. Nothing in F1 ever is. Especially when your existing employer has you locked up in a 5-star contract until 2028, with a few spicy asterisks. Escape clauses. Verstappen's current deal runs through 2028, but it comes with an exit clause juicier than the paddock gossip. If Max drops below 4th in the championship standings by the summer break, yes. This summer he can activate his get me outta here card and ghost Red Bull like a bad Tinder match. And right now, he's 3rd, but just 46 points ahead of Leclerc in 5th. With sprint races, double-point weekends, and Ferrari's inexplicable ability to stop tripping over themselves, that gap could vanish faster than Haas tire strategy. So, Verstappen could legally and cleanly walk away in a matter of weeks. This isn't rumor, this is contract law. His agent probably has the clause laminated and tattooed on his bicep. Mercedes isn't flirting. This isn't some subtle text at midnight. Mercedes is throwing rose petals at Verstappen's doorstep. Toto Wolff has confirmed that conversations have happened, closed-door talks. As the cool kids say, Mercedes CEO Ola Kalinius reportedly signed off on the deal months ago. Oh, and Verstappen and Wolff were spotted vacationing in Sardinia this year. Yes, they were literally on a yacht together. Not suspicious at all. Just 2 bros, 1 ocean, and possibly 1 NDA. Mercedes isn't hiding the fact that they see Verstappen as their golden goose. The 2026 engine regulations reset the playing field, and Toto wants to roll out the new era with the sport's best driver, front and center, waving the Mercedes flag and possibly holding a suitcase full of euros. Red Bull. Over at Red Bull, panic has become a performance art. Losing Horner was bad enough, but losing Max? That's DEFCON Tsunoda leading the race. Levels of chaos. They're scrambling. Makeys is making promises. Engineers are pulling triple shifts. The catering staff has probably been asked to design new rear wings. Red Bull knows if Max walks, they'll have to rebuild the team from the ground up, possibly with Lando Norris or Carlos Sainz, both of whom are rumored to be on their speed dial. But replacing Verstappen is like replacing Beyoncé in Destiny's Child. Technically possible, spiritually illegal. So is he going? Short answer, not yet. Long answer, he's thinking about it harder than you think about your last 2 brain cells before replying to a risky text. Max has played things cool in public. There is no decision at the moment, he told reporters recently, with all the poker face finesse of a man who definitely knows his decision but enjoys watching everyone guess. He's insisted that money isn't the motivator and that performance is king. And that's believable. Verstappen has never cared much for the glamour or gossip. He likes to win. That's it. And if Red Bull can't guarantee him wins, especially in the post-2026 landscape, he's gonna pack up and bolt faster than Ferrari bungles a pit stop. What happens if he joins Mercedes? If Verstappen moves to Mercedes, F1 flips upside down. George Russell either becomes a loyal wingman or looks for greener pastures. Youngster Andrea Kimi Antonelli, currently simmering in Mercedes' development program, might find his path blocked. The balance of power shifts. Sponsors shift. Fans riot. TikTok explodes. Mercedes becomes the villain, or the hero, or both. The legacy baton that Hamilton left behind? Verstappen picks it up and sets it on fire. And Red Bull? They're left begging Daniel Ricciardo to get serious again, or trying to convince Sainz to come home for emotional damage repair. If he stays at Red Bull, then Red Bull gets their fairy tale ending, assuming they can keep up in 2026. They've invested everything into Max. They've changed management, bent budgets, and restructured their entire organization around keeping their superstar happy. But if the car fails him next season, all of this will have been temporary CPR on a dying marriage. He'll be back in the rumor cycle faster than Günther Steiner can say F. This isn't just about racing. This entire saga is a case study in power, narrative control, and elite negotiation. Verstappen's every move is calculated. Mercedes is playing the long game. Red Bull is rewriting their plot as fast as they can type. It's not just about who has the fastest car. It's about who controls the story. Verstappen is telling one right now quietly, cleverly, and with clauses that would make a corporate lawyer weep. This isn't a driver being tempted by cash. It's a strategic thinker leveraging timing, performance, and politics to sculpt a career for the history books. Hamilton did it. Schumacher did it. Verstappen's next chapter might just be his boldest yet. The Hungarian Grand Prix looms. If Max drops out of the top 4, that golden exit clause unlocks. If he stays in third, Red Bull breathes a little longer. But the phone calls won't stop. Mercedes won't stop. The chessboard is set. And you're watching one of the greatest storylines in modern sport unfold in real time. Contracts, egos, yachts, clauses. Formula One has become Netflix with Will Guns.so. Will Verstappen take the $250 million Mercedes deal? We don't know. Yet. And there you have it, $250 million, contract drama, yacht meetings, and one very stressed out Red Bull pit wall. What do you think? Should Max take the money and run? If this video hit harder than a Verstappen overtake at turn 1, smash that like button, subscribe for more F1 chaos and clarity, and drop your hot take in the comments, Team Red Bull or Silver Switch.